facts. Just got my new cooking set, people. What you do, I'll show you. You got the Trangia. What you do, you put that in there. I've got the whole complete cooking set. And basically, that goes on like that, which locks into place. Obviously, your saucepans can sit in there like that. But what we're going to do, we're going to boil up in the new kettle. And there's the top. And also, we got the seal and the cap. That's all solid brass. But what we're going to do is that is now alight. We'll let it bloom up. And obviously these come up as well for when you want to put the frying pan on. Obviously that's the frying pan. Saucepans, you flick this down and that'll go in all wind, all sorts of weather. What we'll do, we'll let it blossom out a bit. In fact, I'll put it out here so you'll see the flame a bit better. It'll take a few minutes to get going. Boom. Get a little pop every now and again, but it's all good. Cost me 86 quid for the complete set. But saying that, these Trangias are like the best. That's all solid brass, the whole thing. You've obviously got a simmering ring. This, say you're doing steak or something, you don't need as much flame. You just put that on, which is the simmering ring. But anyway, give it a couple of minutes and that'll be booming out. Basically that all fits together. These are all non-stick. Obviously you got that is this windshield, and that just sits in there. Anyway, we'll give that a couple of minutes. This actually clips in. It clips in there. So you cook in all weathers. And obviously if you was using the frying pan, you'd flick them up. But for this, all you're doing is that. Job done. But what we'll do, let it get up a bit. And basically out of them little, let me zoom in on it. See them little holes around the outside? Well, they start blooming, which you'll see in a minute. What you really want to do, so you don't get sooty pans, obviously I'm using meths, add a little bit of water to it and it makes your pans non-sooty. But you can only add about 10%, 15% max water to it. But yeah, look, she's up and going now. And that will also keep your tent nice and warm on a cold night. I'll show you how it's how high it is. Let's see. Once we get, it's hard to see, but it's right up there. Look. Yeah, it was about 60 quid without the kettle. But I thought, fuck it. I'm into me camping anyway, so. Yeah, I spent about 120 quid in the camping shop. Brilliant camping shop. And obviously if you're cooking meat or something, you've got to do it a bit slower. It slows it down. And that can go right over. What we'll do, whack the kettle on. And there you go. Got a little strap as well, so it all sort of binds together. That's all non-stick, all Trangia. It's made in Sweden. It's like the top, the top of the range. The Trangia stove. Nice cap writing on it. It's also got a seal. So if you've still got a bit of juice left in your can, you can wait till it cools down and then seal it back up for the next time. But yeah, that all folds down into a small bundle, and that's your complete cooking system. Yeah. You can also use, whatever you do, don't use petrol or anything like that, obviously. Bioethanol, that's it. But I choose to use MEFs. And I'll show you my sleeping bag, shall I? I bought that complete system, which basically lasts me a lifetime. And obviously when you're camping, because the only other one I've got with the little gas canisters that you with the tins of gas. Tell you what, you try using them when the temperature's only a little bit low. They work for about 2 minutes and they just fizzle out. Whereas this, most important thing once you get your tent up is a cup of tea, man. In my books, anyway. But yeah. Oh, she's going now. Look. See it better in the dark. Jumping out the pan. That'll boil up. I'm just going to put my trainers on because I've just had a bath and I've gone from the housing bloke saying, no, you can't stay in Gillingham, blah, blah, blah. So I had a little moan at him, and my social worker's just come back and said, I'm allowed to privately rent in Gillingham, and the housing benefit will cover it. So looks like I'm in Gillingham. Yeah, but I should be like privately renting. Could be interesting. Very interesting. Got one of my mates just on the way over with something for me. Why would I be crazy to do that? It's the best option for me at the minute. And I'm looking at taking Clarion to court. How about that? Tunbridge. No, I don't want to come near Tunbridge, mate. or anywhere around here. It's actually cheaper here than in Tunbridge. And obviously some of them want a deposit, but they've got a scheme that does the deposit, so it's all good. Swap to Gillingham. It's a bit of a hard swap to do though, from there to there. Plus I don't want loads of moving about. I want the next move to just be over with. Do you know what I mean? Then I'm done then. But all these along here, these are all private. What I'm in now is private. It's just I said, I just want one bedroom, do you know what I mean? I don't want no bedroom tax and that shit. Yeah, I've got my social worker coming over tomorrow. Hello, mate. Nice one. Fucking. How long are you gonna be then roughly? You're getting quicker each time though, aren't you? Fucking. Okay then. Oh, give us a little message when you just up the road or something. Say that again. You're cutting out. I might have a couple for you, Aid, if you're lucky. Fucking, I've been fucking munching them like mad. But fucking, yeah. But I've got a couple for you, it's all good. And then tomorrow, what I want to do tomorrow is come back to Adlow and get in that chemist before they run out. Because there's only a certain date, isn't there? They expire after a certain... The script does, if you know what I mean. But it's all good anyway. Fucking, okay then. Alright then, mate, Kushti. Yep, ta-da. Dodgy pal. We're boiling that already. Boom, and we're boiling. We're burning that. To put it out, all you do is go like that, and it's out. And all this, and this bit afterwards, that'd be nice to get in your tent afterwards, this bit here, because it's, if I can unlock it, hold up, locked in, hang on. This bit here is nice and warm. And basically, still got loads of fuel in it. But I'll show you now how shiny that is. I'll show you what they look like if you abuse them. Once I show you, get downstairs, I'll show you. That's handy. Stone tonight. Good job I got a good powder. Then again, I met this girl today. Yeah, I hadn't said about that. I met this girl on the way back from the camping shop, and she's been here a year. I think she had two or three kids. Loads of nose piercings, man. Right, I'll show you my sleeping bag, and I'll show you a really abused one of those Trangiers. What I'm going to do first though is just roll a quick roll up. Find the battery. Got this at about 2, 3 in the morning. I love the 24-hour shop they got. Babbers, Babbers it's called. There's 2 security in there. And the geezer that runs it. And a bit of a posse of Indians outside, or I think they're from India. Oh, I've seen my first couple of crackheads as well, I think, down the town. Or spice heads they might have been. Fucking spice brains, eh? Who would want to smoke that shit? Not me. Seen fake, well, I can't even call it weed, can you? It's just fake shit. Right. But they did say I can be here, I'm going to be here for quite a while anyway. There's what? No different to any drug addicts. What the spice heads? You got to be a bit fucking. You got to be a bit simple to be a spice head, really. To be honest with you, the things that they let people do to them in prison is just ridiculous. But I suppose a lot of these spice boys fucking, I don't know, just, I don't see the appeal in looking like a zombie and just letting people slap you. I don't know if you've seen the prison videos. That's the drug they can afford. I'd rather not have any drugs. Do that shit. That's all good. You still got a lot of pain and stuff to get out of there. And to be honest, good luck to the family that moves in there. I wish them all the best. That's how I feel about it. At the end of the day, I hope they have a happy time. Like I said to me social worker, I'm moving on to new things, man. Now, I wouldn't say spice is the same kind of drug as a cannabis. Spice is synthetic. Cannabis is just natural. A spice is just man-made. Where's my sleeping bag gone then? Here's my sleeping bag. Not tested it out yet. Gravity single. Quite light as well. What doing down here? In fact, I might have a cup of that water we got up there. We'll have a cup of tea. And my cannabis use is a little bit different anyway, because it's, how can I put it? It affects me differently because of my ADHD and autism. Which is what I noticed when I was growing up, that a lot of my mates just minging out, not being able to do a lot, and I come alive. Obviously it stimulates my brain differently. The THC. I can get that punch out for a second. It's like the other stuff. What's the other stuff? Begins with an S. My nephew gave me a bong of it once. It's just like trippy stuff, but I can't pick the name of it. Begins with an S. Everyone's an addict. It just depends what your addiction is. But saying that, I wouldn't really say I was addicted. I can stop smoking puff just like that. I was addicted to lorazepam, benzo, and I stopped that just like that. Indeed, 420. It is prescribed by the doctor. You are what? An addict. I'm an addict, but I'm able to stop. But I've got to say that the worst drug I've ever been on are these lorazepam. And they're more addictive than any kind of fucking street drug that I've ever done. Yeah, crazy. In fact, I can get that, well, a couple of my mates get it. The cannabis from the cannabis doctor. But I just choose to get it the way I get it. Oh yeah, mate. They're the worst pills I've ever had. And when I went into my doctor, I was on them for 8 years, completely fucking addicted. Didn't realise how addicted until I come off them. And the withdrawal was just fucking horrendous, man. I was kind of rolling around on the floor for a bit, but I said to my doctor, gonna knock these all them on the head. He said, oh, you don't want to stop them straight away, you want to wean yourself off. I said, well, I'm not into all that weaning yourself off. So I said to him, just don't prescribe me any more of them, and that's what I did. It was only then I realised how fucking addicted I was. Yeah, I think that's the worst drug I've ever done. Yeah, man, it's all about being happy at the end of the day. You're correct. And you got to remember, which I always say, you're here for a good time and not a long time. Yeah, that's the worst drug I've ever had from the doctors. Then again, when I was younger and in the police cells a lot, and this was like 16, 17, they used to dish out Temazepams like they were fucking Smarties, man. That's what ruined prison, you know. Prison, I can remember prison, people walking about, big old spliff, there's the screws, never minded, because it kept everything mellow. And that's why all the other drugs come in, because they brought out the piss test, so everyone's swapped to worse drugs. Let's see what I'm reading here. Oh no, I'm not. Socially, they could have anything going on. Which is mainly, well, in my case, when I first started, it was sort of entangled with the music. Yeah. Acid music. My first drug was acid. Acid, then speed, and then ease. Never been a crackhead, never been a smackhead. Seen a lot of my pals laying on the sofa, crack right out of it, smack right out of it, and I just used to think, that just don't appeal to me, you know what I mean? I was more, wherever jump, you know what I mean? I was more in the lasers and that. I weren't into vegging on a sofa, man. That just, whatever floats your boat, do you know what I mean? But yeah, never touched that shit. I've had ecstasy that's been based with heroin. They used to put all sorts of shit in it years ago. But I don't know what's in them nowadays. Not a lot of MD. I suppose the most powerfulest pill I've had is I had an MDMA capsule, and it literally blew my brains out. But that's like pure ecstasy. That was definitely an experience. Magic mushrooms. I used to like some of them, but I'd have to boil mine up. We'd be in the fields, me, Ivan, and a few others, and they'd just be eating them. I couldn't do that, man. I used to take them home and boil them up. I'd say to my old man, don't get on them. Yeah, boil them up and have a nice cup of tea, mushroom tea. Yeah, natural LSD. I can remember walking around fucking Marshall Gardens, tripping me bollocks off with Mick Carter, and he just used to look like fucking Legoland round there, man, when he was on the acid. Sorry, Mick, if I've just incriminated you. I'll go out and get some big Rizzlers. Had a bit of, has it rained over your way today? Quite a bit of rain here today. Still can't believe the size of that camping shop down there, man. Well, it depends, really. I could compare myself with all my pals who I went acid raving with. Acid and puff, Good combination. Up the cricket field picking them. They were the days. Fucking, I just couldn't. All that fucking mud on them and that fucking. I just used to shovel them in. But I couldn't. I had to get them home and fucking wash them up, man, and then boil them up. I used to tell my old man, don't drink that. But yeah, all that mud and grit. Fucking crazy. Got caught many a time in a farmer's field. Randall, fucking Duval, fucking Ive, me, Bevan, loads of people. Don't know how long my pal's going to take. Basically, he's come from Staplehurst. He's going to be about an hour. But he used to live in Ludlow. There's only two people I see. Is Glenn. Went round his house. It was good seeing him. And AD, me mate. I know, mate. Super grass. Let's get rid of that. Oh, get some big rizzers, man. Then again, fucking, was it Ivan and Jason are no longer here? A few of us, aren't they? Ive's probably up there now, fucking, on the bung. That wouldn't surprise me. When I get up there, go, hello Phil. I'm saving this one for you. Crazy. Crazy how our pals are dead, man. I suppose when your number's up, your number's up. Then again, I don't know what Randall passed away of. Crazy. Right. I might ping open that sleeping bag. I'm sleeping there, it's alright. In fact, I might set the old tent up. Yeah, the amount of heartache I've been through as well with Sarah and fucking Billy and that. You couldn't dream that up, could you, happening to a family? Crazy. Anyway, this is the Bango. How'd you get in here? Yeah, it was terrible, mate. Ping that round. Oh, what have I done here? Turn the camera off. God, this takes some getting out of here. First time it's been out the bag. Yeah, check that one out. Happy with that. Yeah, man. Just about fit in my tent. Got the zipper here. It's quite warm actually. Tents in there, the ground sheets in there. Slowly getting all me good camping bits together. But I'd say this was the most. My cooking set, 86 quid I think that was. But basically you could go out in the snow with all of that and be quite, in fact I've never been in a tent so warm as that one down there. Yeah, there's definitely quite a few people that have gone too early. Especially Billy. What happened to him? No, it's all in. Well, no, it's here now. My social worker, on the way to when I first came here, that's what we picked up. And we're just about to get some dates off Clarion to get all my stuff out. But I've decided that I'm going to well, I'll save that for the video. Can do a little video to Clarion people. Right. Oh, there was a thing on here last night. I was tuned to the lifeguard.
Welcome. Frequency.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. Well, I've got my little CD player in here, but obviously all my records. There was a woman in trouble with Sheerness. They had to go out and rescue her. I just got it tuned to the local thing. Yeah, I've got 2 amplifiers to pick up. About 4 decks, 2 mixers, 6 speakers. Don't know how many records. Shit loads. The good thing is I've got them all ready to go. Yeah. Be quite good to plug that in, and I ain't got to sell no records, so I can just. I think there's a record shop around here as well. Don't know what it's like though. In fact, there's so many shops around here, it's quite unreal. You've got the high street up there. You've got that road near Glen, where the camping shop is, which is shitloads of shops along there as well. In fact, it was quite nice seeing hello there, Bunny. Well, I'm taking a few bits of furniture and stuff, but yeah, it is a good time to leave a lot of shit there. So yeah, I'll leave things I don't want there. Yeah. Well, I'm going to do 2 car loads, but I've joined now. I've joined the Gillingham sort of Facebook page, so I might ask how much a man in a van is. Saying that, I think we can do it in the social worker's car in 2 hits. He's got quite a big car. But I think I'm definitely going to have something to say to the Clarion. There'll be 2 Clarion people. As long as I don't send Marcy Pepper. because I'll be giving them a bit of abuse on my way out. But yeah, quite glad it's happened now, because I was just stuck in a rut. Now I'm going to get somewhere else to live. Already spoke about what job I want and what my plans are. In fact, I'm looking to get some business cards done now for the boats down there, for the drone videos. I think I can probably sell quite a few. And I bet no one else is doing that down there. Anyway, I'll be back later. I'm going to get some Rizzlers, I think. Yeah. And I'll also be out for a little stroll about later. Might even go and fly the drone around. What I do like the 24-hour shop, I've got to say. Even though the high street is a little bit shady after dark, but and I also thought, oh, he's going to be like mega prices. But I got a bottle of Bailey's and it was reasonably priced. Yeah, he's got 2 security in there. Hello there, Santos. What's that? The football players being deported? Illegal players? It'd be nice to get my TV over here. I've got a big is it 42 inch or is it 52 inch? A big massive LG TV. Not that I really watch a lot of telly. But what if they score against? Oh right, they getting deported. Right. Anyway, I'll be back later. Whatever you're doing out there, don't get addicted. I'm only joking.